Hello friends, it's Armstrong here from Other Miniatures, and today we're gonna be working on this something for the minimum cost Monday. I have two of those, so this is first time that I'm rolling this one out. But I still have one more, for a future build. So we're gonna need to give him some weapons, some armor, some maybe other stuff to this conch. And then we're gonna be able to maybe roll this out, with pride. So this is like a heavy machine gun. I have no clue where is it from. I 3D printed it for something, and really never went anywhere. So this guy already have giant jet engine in the back. Or if you are squinting your eyes a little bit, it could be a jet bike that's been, just thrown into the back of his car. Either or, works for my version of this fantasy. So yeah, and then I want to have some maybe armored window, but this is obviously way too big, so we need to cut this down by roughly this much, pretty much everything. Yeah, but that's gonna give us some other materials to cover side windows. Yeah, oh, that's perfect, like literally. I'm so good at this stuff. It's like I'm doing this, and recording videos of that. Just freaking incredible. Yeah, like, all right. So, yeah, the guys from the Wasteland Raceway are always laughing, but I can probably build 50 cars in the time that it takes them to build one. I think that I do not overthink my cars. It just happens. Yeah. Come on, go in and stay. You see, that's the thing with not having the, what do you call it, super glue accelerator. Yeah, I got, like, last time I was in, not last time, but like a couple of times ago, like 3 times ago, when I was in Poland, I have time to run to the store, grab myself some. Like, I don't know, it is so hard to get super glue accelerator in a normal price in Ireland. Yeah, the key word in here is normal price, because you can get it, yeah, for like quadruple the price, which, even though I would love to be a sucker, I'm not. Well, I am kind of, but still, just not this level of sucker. Okay, so that's one side. Like, I really hate how those windows are on this car. The car by itself is actually a decent car for Gaslands purposes, yeah? It already look kind of wacky, but those windows, just the cleanup on the casting was non-existing. So I think that's the problem for me. Oh, come on, stick. Alright, so we have this. And I still have this piece of the hair thingy. Let's just flatten it down. I have more pieces of that, but this one is literally just lying in front of me, so why wouldn't I use it? And for those builds, I usually just try to record like 4 of them or 5 of them in the same day. And I try to use up everything that I pull on my desk for them. Which, kind of, sort of makes sense. So this, that's actually works so much better than covering for the windows. All right, I'm happy with this. Come on. And my fingerprints are everywhere on this car already. And like I said, if I ever commit a crime, if people are looking for my fingerprints, they're gonna find them all over my builds. Oh, okay, That's kind of an armor. Like, it is, if someone falls on it, he's gonna get impaled, and then cause the car driver to not being able to see. And that kind of makes sense in the wastelands, I guess. Oh, so this is pointless. Blah, 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 blah. But those tiny canisters aren't. Yeah, I just have an entire bin of 3D printed stuff that I printed ages ago and never used because I forgot where I put it. So that's the thing. Come on. So it's gonna be what? 1, 2, 6 pieces. So with the price that I put on them of 5p per piece, that's gonna be extra 30p on top of the already extraordinarily high price of the car itself, which was 64p. So that's altogether 94p. So I can still pick another piece and we're still gonna be in the budget. Yeah, like literally those things, yeah, they cost like, I think 0.05 p to print. Like when I printed them so close to each other that I thought that they actually fused into one big chunk of plastic. Yeah, and then I tear it out from the printing bed and I just bend it and every single one separated. I was like, wow. And yeah, that was probably one of the most shocking things for those little things that I did. So we're just gonna plop this one in here and then we're gonna plop another one on the other side. Again, I don't think it is by any means smart to put a canisters on the outside. Like, I think that you should put them inside. Yeah, but we have a giant engine that would probably heat up the entire fuel tanks, the canisters, and it would probably explode. So in this case scenario, it might be actually safer to put them on the outside and to put them on the doorways as well. Like, just because if I put it in here on the back, it's still close enough to that jet engine exhaust. And to say that they are full of fuel, it might be water, it might be, to stop bullets. Alright, but this is the build for today. Yeah, and now we just need to get this painted. And obviously it is already yellow, so I could probably leave it yellow. But we're gonna just try to come up with some other idea. Okay, we are almost at the end of this video. Just a couple more steps and we're gonna be done. So very quick wiggle with the dry brush. So I did paint the entire thing using airbrush, which makes it so much easier and so much smoother. Yeah, and you can even see the nice transitions between going from white to the purple. I chose purple, I don't know why, but that was the choice that I have in my head when I was painting it. So very quick metal dry brush again, yeah, because it is one of the easiest ways of bringing stuff out. And if you are looking for like easy scratches, you can just go with the dry brush on the edges of the paint as well, and it's going to create scratches for you, yeah, where the paint was chipped out or scratched. So this is the next little thing that I really rarely think about when I'm painting, yeah, but it is a very easy available tool for anyone to make the scratches, which it's good. Now we have a little bit of a windows, like not really much because there is just this little thing here. Yeah, but it's still visible, so let's just throw it in. And then we have the 4 little barrels on the side. So I just color them in as well, because it is pretty much coloring by numbers at this stage. And of course, like always, I'm a little bit outside of the camera, because why would I ever paint in the frame? Yeah, it's just how I roll. Let's get a little bit more of orc skin out. Like I said, I don't know what I did with the normal green paint that I use. I just misplaced the bottle, so I'm gonna be using this. It's not a bad color, so there's no reason to be afraid of using it, especially on the purple. It's still gonna darken because it have dark undercoat. Alright, and now let's go with some weathering. So without cleaning the brush, because there's no point, I can do a little bit of brown. Yep, and again, just on the wheels a little bit on each. Literally, I don't have to put a massive amount because they look good. And then just a little bit of a line on the bottom, because I don't really think that this could go any deeper. And then the lighter brown mixed in. Yeah, just to give it a little bit of dirtiness. It's not really a lot, but there we go. Yeah, and I'm stopping at this. There is nothing else that I want to do. So yeah, purple. I know it is something different that I usually do, but I actually like how this car turned out. It is, it looks surprisingly crisp. Those hair curlers, they actually work very well for a lot of elements on the builds. So I think that they're gonna be using them more for different builds. And you know, like obviously we have a couple of 3D printed parts, but you know, that's because I started adding them because I'm running out of ideas, you know, how to use toothpicks. So yeah, but generally, you know, very simple build, because I added like couple of bits and pieces. And you can, you know, like for example, to cover the windows, you can use one of those packing tapes when you have like a bigger package. Yeah, it have this kind of Harley Quinn, you know, a diamond shape to it, so you can use it and then just cut out the hole. You have the same thing for much cheaper than 3D print. Well, not really much cheaper, it would be the same, but you know, you get it for free because you get it with deliveries sometimes. And of course, you know, we have 3D printed weapon and those canisters. Yeah, but again, like I counted 5p for each, even though they probably costed me, like those canisters probably cost me like 0.5p each. Yeah, it's just you know, to show that you can do it fairly cheap and fairly easy. But you know, to do this, you know, if you like this video, rate, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, family, and whoever else want to watch it. And everyone have a great day and take care. Bye bye.